Juniper was born and that she was early and it felt very real, very vivid. Hi you guys, welcome to my 33-week bump date, and I'm gonna be in my new nursing chair for this one. I'm super excited, but I can't really touch the ground yet, so I need to get an ottoman for that. This is gonna be my bump date space from now on. So at 33 weeks, the baby is as big as celery, and Juniper is weighing about 4.2 to 4.5 pounds. She is keeping her eyes open while she's awake most of the time, and her bones are hardening. She is getting ready. So how I'm feeling this week? Really, I'm feeling overheated a lot, all the time. And I've been dealing with feeling overheated a lot throughout this pregnancy, but it feels like even more so right now. And honestly, the worst part is in the morning when I first wake up, I'm just like always super hot in the morning. And also whenever we are in the car, like Lyft rides or Uber rides or on the bus, I just do not understand why people keep their cars so freaking hot. I'm like always dying in the backseat, unrolling the window, trying to take off all the layers I have on, and it's just a nightmare. Something else I have been dealing with that I've actually been dealing with for a while and I just keep forgetting to mention, it's that pregnancy brain syndrome. Racing heart, I don't know what it's called. Racing heart times, I don't really know. But it's just a feeling like my heart is working like super hard and really beating really fast. And I talked to my midwife about it, and I had a feeling, well, I knew that it was a lot to do with just like my heart managing all of the extra blood in my body, which is leading to the overheating. So she basically said if I'm concerned about it at all, I can actually just check my pulse and make sure that it's under 105 beats per minute. And so during those times when I feel like my heart is going so fast, that's what I did, and it was still way under 105 beats per minute, which made me feel a lot better about it. So then I could just rest and relax and realize that, yes, my heart is probably beating faster than normal, but I'm at no risk for any sort of cardiac episode of any sort. So as these weeks are going by and Juniper is getting bigger and kind of dropping lower, I have been dealing with bathroom trips quite frequently. During the day, it's not so bad. I don't feel like I am annoyed by it that much. It's usually the main times when I am annoyed by it are when we're out and about walking, just because that extra pressure of like downward movement can make me feel like I have to use the restroom frequently, as I've said, even if I don't really have to go that bad. And so that's not super fun. And then the other time is at night, as I'm sure you know if you've been pregnant, and it's just annoying. You feel like you finally got comfortable, you finally found a good position, and you're finally going to be able to sleep and not have to deal with any sort of pregnancy insomnia, and then of course you have to pee. So that has been an adventure. It doesn't help that I feel thirsty a lot. So I feel overall generally thirsty all the time, but then even if I've been drinking a lot of fluids during the day, I tend to feel thirstier at night, like so thirsty, like I have to drink water right now, even though I know I'm gonna have to get up a million times to go to the bathroom. I just like feel like I haven't had any water for days, so I have to drink water. During that time where I'm like settling down, trying to go to sleep, multiple times getting up before I actually fall asleep. And then so far, when I actually fall asleep, it hasn't been too bad. I usually only get up one time during the middle of the night and then right in the morning. Once I fall asleep, it's okay, but it's just like the process of falling asleep and getting up multiple times during that process that is a bit irritating. Also, this week I have been obsessed with frozen fruit, like obsessed. Like I am craving it. I have to eat it. It's like my favorite thing to eat before I go to bed is, not like right before I go to bed, but as like my nighttime snack after dinner, my favorite thing is to have like frozen berries, like a bowl full, not like a huge bowl, a bowl full of frozen berries, and I just eat it and it feels like I'm eating like ice cream, but it's like the texture of the berries, the frozen strawberries. I don't know what's with those frozen strawberries, but they are amazing and I'm obsessed with them. I literally go through bags of frozen fruit, and it seems like every time I go to the grocery store, it's like, need to restock on this frozen fruit because I'm eating it all the time, every single night. Usually berries don't have that much sugar versus like if I was gonna have a bowl of ice cream or something like that. So that makes me feel a little better, and I'm getting in some extra vitamins in the end. Also, something interesting that happened is actually last night Corbin had a dream. He told me that Juniper was born. Maybe Corbin wants to tell that story.
No thanks.
He said no. He said that he had a dream that Juniper was born and that she was early, and it felt very real, very vivid, and it felt like a kind of like a premonition or like a sign that we need to be prepared because she's probably coming early. And it was to the point, because we already kind of feel like she's coming early. I was thinking like a week, but I'm starting now to feel like in between 2 weeks and 1 week early, so like 38 weeks or 39 weeks. I don't know why, it just feels like intuition. But in his dream, he said it was at a point where it was early enough that we were surprised. So I don't think I would feel surprised at 2 weeks. I definitely wouldn't feel surprised at 1 week early. I would be surprised if she came 3 weeks early. So I don't know, we'll see. But he woke up and was like, we need to pack a hospital bag just in case, because I feel like she's coming early. It felt like a sign, so we need to be prepared. So we are going to be doing that very soon. Something else today is that Corbin and I went to a newborn care class today, and honestly for me it felt like a lot of information I already knew. There were some valuable tidbits of info that I was really glad I was there to hear and to write down and hopefully use later. So to me it kind of felt like, oh, was it really worth my time? But I'm really glad we went, because Corbin said that he felt like he learned a lot and he feels like he kind of has a better understanding of the basics of newborn care. So that is really good. Speaking of classes, I have been on the fence about taking a breastfeeding class, and I think we decided today that we're not going to take one, especially after feeling like I didn't learn that much from the newborn care class, and it's just, you know, is it really worth the time and the money? But I also feel like I've just like read a lot about breastfeeding. Like I've read the book The Womanly Art of Breastfeeding, which was super awesome guide. And there's a La Leche group that meets regularly nearby that I have plans to join and like use them as a resource and as a support group. But I don't know. I was gonna ask you all if you think that breastfeeding class was really beneficial to you, if you decided to take one, or if you didn't decide to take one, what are your thoughts on that? And make sure to leave those in the comments below, because I would definitely appreciate your advice. It's not too late. We can always decide to take one if we really think that it's the right choice for us and the right thing for our money and time. But yeah, I'm still on the fence about it. I just don't want to feel like, why did I come here? I don't know. Like, I'm sure I would learn a lot. I'm sure I would. I already feel like I know a lot of the information that can actually be shared that you can learn, and I feel like a lot of the other things that I have to learn, I just have to kind of learn in the moment, like actively trying to breastfeed Juniper. And something, you know, every baby's different. Like, can you really be prepared by a class to deal with a different baby for each time? So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and comments about that below. But yeah, so that is it for this week. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my belly. I am so excited to be 33 weeks and that it's been a pretty great week and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm having a lot more energy. Thank you again so much for watching. I always appreciate your feedback and comments. There's so much to learn as a first-time mom, and it's always nice to have like this community out there who can share your stories and your advice with me, and I always appreciate it. And be where your feet are. Bye.